God. Okay, when I thought YouTube couldn't get any worse, and since I don't want to get a copyright claim, that could lead to a copy strike, and I don't want that, because that could limit the time of videos, I'm going to go... God, so... When I was listening to Dance of the Nights, that song, if you could hear it, I was going like, blah, 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 I'm scrolling down. What? Shoot, that's not it. Crud. What is this? Oh! Lele Pon? What? Lele Pons? The internet hates you? Well, yeah, that's not very hard to see. Casey, be quiet. Casey. Okay, whatever. Well, I would decide, okay. Well, the internet hates you because you make absolutely horrendous content, but, for 6-year-olds. So, yeah, let's continue with the video. Ready? Begin. I'll tell you what's going on scene by scene, but I will not show the video due to copyright purposes. And that's how broken YouTube's copyright system is. Oh, God. It's a YouTube original. Why? This is the worst. And they put a viewer discretion thing in the beginning for obvious reasons. Oh, God. Oh, God. Starting to the video, not like, I don't know how I can do this. No, just said, halfway into it, like an apology video. I've always been an easy target, and my friends, well, they pressured me. No, here's what she actually says. I've always been an easy target, and then she starts going into this kind of voice, but she does it really quickly, so I can't tell what she said. She says, oh, she's ugly, she's not this, she's not funny. Well, I can agree with multiple of those things. Yeah, okay. Next thing. God, this is going to turn into a 15-minute video. Actually, how about a 2-part series? YouTube drama, I'm going to go title it. And then she calls her criticizers racist. Fun. I've already made a lot of videos about racism, but, she says one of her main criticism is that she's Latina. So, how about we do a little research lesson? Okay, I'm not actually going to do a research lesson because I'm bored and I don't want to do that. I just want to go be cringed by Lele Pons. God, and then she's like, oh my God, I'm a victim, I'm so much of a victim, oh my God. And so, yeah, she basically just, cries victim until, she just cries victim and more victim and says the internet hates me. Now, here's some good things to keep in mind with the internet. Number 1, don't be Lele Pons. Number 2, don't be some child creator don't be a children's content creator who's manipulative on YouTube. The YouTube community tends to not like having that image of, a abuser of children, So don't mess with us. Because we really like to say proper and clean, So some of us like to play violin, or some of us like to play easy songs like this. Okay, whatever. And then she therefore deflects criticism by saying Lele Pons isn't going to respond to you. Creating a response video to multiple response videos to a response video is kind of and oh shoot. And I did a failed recording because it got too long and technical difficulties, aka it just got too long, which is why I'm gonna probably make this a two-parter. But if you really want a good look into Lele Pons, I did my research, and actually never mind. Watch the video to the end. In the next video I'll probably be posting today or tomorrow about the inner workings of Lele Pons. It's probably going to be today because today. Okay. Yeah. So basically, she's like, but you think Lele Pons won't respond to you. Third rule of the internet: if you have people criticizing you, take the criticism and acknowledge it, or try to debunk it. And if you do a good job, most of these criticism channels will be like, yeah, that's a fair point. Wah, 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 for Lele Pons. And then she goes to say, oh, yes, if you throw a rock at me, I'm just gonna go stand there. But it hurts. Yes, rocks do hurt. You know what also hurts? Watching a Lele Pond video. Oops, I meant Lele Pons, however you say your name. I don't know. Wait. It is Lele Pons, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, rocks hurt, same do Lele Pons videos. Next segment. And then insinuates that she's getting bullied. If you get criticism on anything, then the entire internet has been bullied. God. Oh my god. I hate this. Why am I doing this video? You're doing this video, idiot, to torture yourself. Oh wait, that's right. Thank you, fictional idiot. Oh god. Oh my god. So, they show a picture, half of the side black and white, the other half color. Understand? And they take the exact same picture, as in, if I could take the time to actually care, I could defilterize it and all of that, but I don't. I could connect the pictures, they look very similar, and, well, it got over 100,000 likes. And, well, if you work like Reddit does, you got around, God. Okay, oh god, Jesus. Oh, I hate this stupid thing. Lele Pons is awful. She's a cancer. She is arguably the worst type of person to ever go on this wonderful, wonderful thing known as YouTube. I'm not going to assemble a list to others who can compare. You can imagine who it is. Jake Paul and Logan Paul. That's it. Oh, and Ray Diaz and Ricegum and all the others. Oh, and Jay Station. Because they all suck. She said she had tics when she was 11. And she then said they came back. Well, Lele came back is ensuring that you got them again currently. So if I could pick up on any tics or strange behaviors once in the video, I would assume you'd leave them in if they weren't just complete failures, because you would like to prove yourself right in your own video, right, Lele Pons, and not be a complete liar. Because that would That would be awful if you were to be proven to lying, right? Okay, so she does, and she has random blinkings and convulsions. Hey, Lele, do I mind you stepping into, cardiac arrest? That random twitching could be a sign of a seizure, but, I doubt it. I doubt it's just her I think it's just her tics. And, I'm going to compare them to any other sudden outbursts that you might have at the end of that, at the, in the video, because, once that could just be faked, guys. So we have to, make sure that it's not just like a one-time occurrence, like me making YouTube videos. So then she has an executive producer, a lighting producer. She has all these producers and a writer, and yet her dialogue sounds like her complaining that she's getting criticism. Yeah, it's just a really bad video. So I encourage you not to watch it, and I will suffer the pain of this awful video. Okay, shoot. Oh yeah. And she then says she has other problems, like her being a pessimist. She knowing that bad things can happen and ignoring them. So you're actually turning into an optimist, which I agree. That's a problem because optimists are stupid. Don't you agree, fellow pessimists? Nah, whatever. That was a segment. Please don't take that out of context. So then she says, "What?" So she's been struggling with something for over a decade, and a psychologist wants to be in a YouTube video. Oof. So could you, hey psychologist, could you explain what she's going through? Because if you can't, I'm not going to go try to do my research because, I've only seen one occurrence of tics, and it was on the mention of tics. Now, tics are usually caused by a trigger. So, if it's extreme sadness, which in this case it seems to be, or, extreme frustration or something like that, which I doubt it is, when she gets extremely sad or slightly irritated, the tic should go off. But I saw another time when she was extremely sad and the tics didn't really go off. So maybe she wasn't sad enough, or maybe that just wasn't the trigger, because she obviously has tics. Then her parent, her father specifically, who looks like a stereotypical Mexican drug lord, kingpin thing, says she just make random movements with her eyes and random sounds with her mouth. So I wonder what that could be. It's almost like... I figured it out. Layle's content is so bad because she has tics, and the tics are literally everything. And the result of it is her talking. Figured it out, guys. That's her tics. Then she says the tics cause her pain. When she was having tics, I didn't see any evidence of pain. Then she says she's happy. Restating, because for restating purposes, like I do in some of my videos. That was a really bad joke. Or was it a joke? Who knows? Okay, but then she says, Are you on any medication? And she says, "Oh, I'm happy." Well, assuming that is a yes, which explains her erratic behavior of starting a YouTube channel. So then she says her psychologist has some medications have good effects and bad effects. One of being sociopathy. Lily Pons. Okay, just kidding about the sociopathy. Well, it seems that she has another tick outbreak, and it happens Well, in the exact same circumstances. So I'm trying to think of what the trigger is. Now, it could just be being embarrassed about the tics, which I would say is a possible trigger. But it happened too quick and it seems kind of manufactured. So I'm going to need more evidence that she actually has tics. Oh god. Then she says she has OCD. Oh god. Oh god. The various ways I could disprove this. So OCD is basically a symptom of having everything be perfect. So whatever. So if she had OCD, she'd make sure everything was perfect. Layers were nice and blended, and there was no liquidification damage on the surrounding area. You should, if you find any picture of Lele Pons, showing off her stuff, check around the key areas that, so people want to have thin arm, big things, and, so thin arms, big breasticles, large other thing. So check for there and around it if there's any, it seems like it's been pushed, like it just looks off, like the lines don't really match up very well. It's photoshopped. So yeah, unless there was a room specifically designed just to look like that, but that would be impossible because, well, you would have to build a lighting of the sun. You'd also have to build the property or thing in the room, and that is why. Whatever. Most of Lele Pond's photos are photoshopped. So, as a person who has attention deficit disorder, aka ADD, or sometimes known as ADHD, I feel extremely offended by this. So, so her father says, you're not just affected by OCD. She also said you're affected by ADHD, which causes you to be easily distracted. I would know. And hyper attention deficit? What? So, in one of them, you get tunnel vision and you can't see anything but the target. Can't see your health, you can't see anything. Just, you have to get there. Otherwise known as OCD. Or severe cases of OCD. Or, ADHD, which is the complete opposite. You can't focus. Literally, you can't. If you... So, let's say you are taking a test and you had ADHD. Now, the test was that, for a short period of time, shapes would flash. Now, there was two shapes that looked similar, right? Except one of them had a hole in the top and one of them had a hole in the bottom. And you would click something every time the shape with the hole in the top would play. Now, if you had this, it would be very hard for you to do it. You'd be getting things wrong and you'd be late. But if you had hypertension, you could do it flawlessly. It's just you couldn't get out of it until it was finished. It would be like you would have to finish an entire 1,000-page report in one day. So, which one is it? Is it you have hypertension disorder, or or ADD, the exact opposite. I have to go point that out. Then she complains about how busy her day is. Like, she might have to do a shoot for Instagram, then she might have to go do a YouTube video, and then she might have to go to therapy, and then she might have to go do a podcast, then she might have to go edit the video, and then she might have to... Okay, if you look at the team, there's multiple people helping her. There's an entire lighting system, and this show has a writing person. And guess who it's credited to? Guess what? Not Lele Pons! So, saying that she has this entire thing, have you ever met a YouTuber in your life? If you think that's it, these people work 24/7, and some news channels or some commentary channels have to keep up with whatever happens, whenever it happens, and they have to find out how to write a script, how to make that script interesting, how to edit their videos, so it's entertaining. And if they're doing it on the spot like I am, they have to find out how to create a good argument, like I am right now, about how it's not just you, Lele Pons, who has to do this and do that and do that. No, it's all of us. Which is why the YouTube community of creators for people like that I extremely respect, because I'm kind of one of them. And then she complains about how I'm so hardworking. No, this is your job. You can't just quit YouTube. Because YouTube be your job. And if you have no past experience besides, hi, I'm Lele Pons. You know me because I have, how many subscribers do you have? 16. Oh god, 16.6 million subscribers. It's not just because you're so obsessed or so focused. No, it's because your job. It's your job. Like, let's say you were the CEO of some random company, right? Now, you've been the CEO for 30 years, right? Now, and all of a sudden, you just wanted to quit, so you quit. Absurd, I know, right? Now take that as a YouTuber. In the cycle of YouTube, there is no end until you get canceled. Yeah. So, it's not just you're obsessed with YouTube and Instagram and all this and all that. Yeah, OCD doesn't define me, Lele Pons says, as she continues to act like a total victim. And as we all know on the YouTube community, playing the victim never works. Unfortunately. Because if that worked, I could just go, oh, I'm a poor little violinist. And, I have ADHD, which causes me to get distracted very easily. And, also, my grandmother was, lost her citizenship, and, you see, if I just did that, I could be free of everything. But that's not how the world works. Next segment. So Lele Pons has a vocal coach, as her audio is absolutely terrible. Fun. And then her vocal coach says that she has a great sense of humor. Her humor is embarrassing people by putting lethal snakes around them. You know, it's supposed to be lethal. And forcing them to say, I'm tough. And humiliating them. Because that's humor. Right, guys? Because that would be funny if that happened to you. Right? So apparently, Laylee Pons also makes songs and has a producer, which should be able to help the audio, and also has a vocal coach. But it was so bad in the beginning of the video, I couldn't understand her entire first sentence. Fun. Okay, so my brother here just stumbled in, and
I'm his associate.
Yes, you are. And I asked him find all the things that are auto-tuned about this.
I've only heard one part, and I've only seen one bit of auto-tune.
It was not even 10 seconds.
It's auto-tune.
Yeah, so, cool, I know, right? Fun. Oh, also the song sucked. It was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Here, would you like me to go play that on the violin? It's the easiest thing in the world.
I could probably play that.
Okay. Well, it's so boring. It's amazing. And also cringe at the same time. So, to add to my suspicions, they show a clip of her in a studio. And the appearance she did with her music appeared live. As in, there was a backing track, or, which is very shameful, or she she used autotune.
Which is most likely correct.
Correct. So, I'm just
get closer to the mic.
Yeah, true. Okay, next segment review. Confirming my suspicions. It seems like her vocals were pitched up by a couple notes, and it's very obvious, but I can't play it because that's a state of YouTube copyright. But basically take the most auto-tuned song you've ever heard and then try to make it human. Except it doesn't really work very well. So, confirming my suspicions even more, she brings us a clip of her in the studio, and her mouth closes before her vocals end. Meaning that it wasn't even the original clip and was using a backing track. Meaning that she's more likely to be using a backing track or autotune in her songs. But even worse, if she, say, got extremely nervous, that is a huge trigger for most people, tics. And, well, it seems she just happens to be tick-free. And she says, oh, my favorite person to collab with is, I don't even know his name. But they show a clip, and it's the most self-flattering, oh god, words are hard, self-flattering clip ever. It says, you're the star, you're Lele Pons. Oh my god. So, fun, I know, right? Friends that encourage this behavior. This absolutely wretched behavior of her making YouTube videos. Yes, and then she creates the absolute best scene of a actual music video where, she does some movements. So let's see what happens if I talk and, do the kind of movements that she does. Ready? Oh. It sounds very weird. Like, oh. There's random voicing things, and those seem to be non-existent in that music. Therefore, solidifying my opinion that this is not live, and she uses the backing track and autotune. She has a Karen haircut. Look at that! Oh my god, that's such a Karen cut. She's a Karen officially. And we celebrate the honoring convention of Lele Pons, our newest member of the Karen Club. Okay, so after she going on this humanitarian tour, which I applaud, because, Venezuela has socialism and, didn't turn out the greatest. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. So after that, she shows these internet trolls or people just criticizing her in a rather improper way, but just saying, we shouldn't pay attention to any of these people because it's not valid criticism. Now, that's insinuating that all criticism isn't valid, but it's not directly saying that. But it's kind of shady. So I don't really like that. And then proceeds to say negative comments are a big problem for everybody. I tend to disagree. Because if you don't know, the first rule of YouTube is don't pay attention to the negative comments. If you follow that rule, guess what? You pay attention to the positive comments. You start being better at YouTube. And guess what? You can make a video about your hate comments, even if they're far and few. So, just saying hate comments are bad and they're a real problem is kind of it's not the best thing to say, because it's it's not really. I agree. Hate comments are bad, but if they're justified and actually point up a good reason, yeah. She then says, in her direct words, her conversation goes, his friend, without social media, you wouldn't be you. She goes, yes, the most popular Yeah, so just don't pay attention to the hate comments. Calling her the best social media influencer is a long shot. There was PewDiePie, the king of YouTube, Belle Delphine, who literally controlled a simp army. Would you like me to go on? Oh, no? Okay, fine. And her parents seem like Lele Pons' guardian angel, which I tend to think, hey, you should be an independent. Because freedom is life. And if you don't have life, you don't have freedom. If you're controlled by the mercy of one person, that person has your freedom. You have none. And then she's talking about death threats. Because every single YouTuber ever gets them. And if you feed the trolls, they'll continue. So let's say this. Some person asks you to stop doing something. And, you don't really like them, and you found something that gets under their skin. Are you going to stop? Oh, if you're a good human, you are? No, because you don't like this person. You want to make sure they're never going to mess with you ever again. It's not just, these people are mean. No, if you feed the trolls, everything will just get worse. If you congratulate someone for doing a bad math test, they'll just try to keep an average grade forever. They'll become worse and worse and worse. And that is why I don't like, people like actually responding without, just laughing in their faces. And then, Lele Pons ethnically, not okay. Well, then Lele Pons cleanses the comment section by literally deleting all hate comments, even if even if they actually have good criticism, So yeah. So she's crying over people just actually giving valid criticism. She starts crying when someone points out that there was recycled footage. She also points out that the user points out that nothing in the world makes sense, and she deems that a hate comment. Yeah, she's ridiculous. So I was checking the comment section, and this girl that will bully people and then act like the victim. That's the most like thing ever on this thing. So the next is people bullying her because she isn't funny. Lele bullying me because I'm an easy target because I'm Latina. Wait, what? So that's the end of this video. Maybe I'll finish out the rest of the video. It's only like 2 minutes left. God, I swear the end of this video is like a tutorial on not what to do to get trolled on the internet, or to get hate comments, or to get more and more hate comments of people just doing it, because all the comments that I can see are like, I would sympathize with her, but she did this and this and this, and well, she's just not that good of a person. So they're not like wishing death upon her, but she makes it like all the comments are doing that. No, just all the comments are saying, "Yeah, Lele Pons, can you please just leave? Go get canceled, please leave." Oh, God. She then says, "If I had listened to one hater in my life, I wouldn't be here because of them." Yeah, do you know how many videos you've made complaining about people who have even brought up legitimate criticisms and crying about it? And you're saying you won't be where you were if you listen to them? What? And then I realized she's like, yeah, yeah, if I had listened to one hater, I wouldn't be here today. As I complain about listening to haters. Wah 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 wah. So Lele Pons is Cancer. I think this could be the end of the video. Oh God. So I found an awful thing. This video has a director. It's not just her complaining about her life. No, this video actually has a director, meaning someone had to approve this, and someone had to apply the makeup and apply all that, and someone had to do a retake of something just because. Oh my God, this is awful. God. Okay, Lele Pons is Cancer, and YouTube is turning into Cancer. Goodbye.